All right, let's go Ron, BJ, Jay. Okay, Rachel.
Ooh, I got to start out first tonight. Last question I asked Steph was, how much was the shuffling of the offensive line affecting the consistency of this offense? Obviously, we saw Will Ferrell go down at the end there at center, and Dante had to jump in. Just seems like that, those guys are having to shuffle around a lot, and maybe it's affecting the team, but I don't know.
Yeah, Dante had to jump in there at the end. Will caught a cramp, and so he had to get in there. And obviously, the operation again with the snaps, we got to work on the consistency of those so that Hank can work his progressions and stay on schedule within the play and the route progression.
Did you know going into this week for sure that you were going to have those 7 guys down and you were playing without George and Cyrus, or were you kind of hoping maybe you'd get some of them back?
No, we knew they were going to be down.
Andy, 3 straight home losses, obviously, and just obviously you guys are in a tough spot right now. How do you just kind of, put in perspective where you guys are at right now at this point in the season?
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, we don't, everyone knows what the standard is here, whether it's at home or on the road or whatever. And the standard is that our competitive nature and the way we play on the field is such that it gives us an opportunity to be successful again, whether we're at home or not at home. And when we don't play our best through the course of 4 quarters, a lot of which we can control, there was a lot of negative yardage plays. We got in rhythm with the triple option, but obviously, it was later in the first half and did a much better job in the second half. We needed to find a better rhythm on defense quicker. We gave it some plays on the perimeter where they were stretching the field on us. And we obviously, as coaches, can do a better job of getting the guys in rhythm and making sure they're ready to handle that stuff.
On the 4th and 2 that you guys went for there down near the goal line, it looked like you only had 10 players on the field.
Yep, you can count to 10. There was only 10.
How does that happen in that spot?
Yeah, there's no question. That's a critical error in that situation. And so, again, that's my fault. And I've got to make sure that there's 11 guys that run on the field.
Thank you.
Jay, it's you.
Andy, I know that the offense at times looks good. And then at other times it seems like it's kind of a reoccurring trend where it just goes dry for a little while. Was there a common thread with what happened tonight with what's happened in past games with the offense too?
We definitely, Jay, we hit a spell tonight where we weren't operating. And again, yes, are we playing a good defense tonight? We are playing a good defense tonight, but a lot of it has to do with us and our operation and eliminating penalties, eliminating negative yardage plays. It's very difficult to play from behind the chains and get the other team off schedule when we are consistently putting ourselves behind the chains. So we've shown what we can do when we operate and stay on schedule, and obviously when we don't do that, we fall into these lulls.
Andy, obviously this one's going to stick around for a little bit with you guys because you go into the bye now. How do you guys approach the bye?
The same way we were, if it would have went the other way. There's a lot of things that we got to continue to improve on. There's a lot of guys we got to get healthy, and there's a lot of things that we obviously have to do a much better job of consistently, so we don't have these lulls that we're talking about. And really it's within special teams as well. We talked about changing the game on special teams, and we did not do that today. We had some opportunities and we didn't execute. And one of them was in a critical situation late in the game when we got a stop on defense and we were getting the ball back for the offense. And, we did not do a good job making sure that our players understand the situations and how to handle those situations.
One more for me, Andy. I know there's probably a few people that want to see, Boise State football succeed more than you do. You played there, you coached here, all of that. Simply put, after a run like this, how are you doing?
Well, I want for our players more than anything to be able to learn how to commit and be consistent with their preparation. And that starts with us and teaching them and making sure that we are our best. If we are and we handle things properly, we're not late to meetings and stuff during the week, then maybe we have better consistency throughout the course of the week. And for us, more than anything, those are the things that you learn when you come to Boise State. Those are the things that we're working to reestablish here, that all those little things become big things. And for me, more than anything, I know in due time, we reestablish this foundation and we get back to doing things more consistently, then, the outcomes that we want will come.
Did you have some players that were late to meetings?
We're moving on, Jay.
Okay.
All right, John, to wrap it up.
Andy, it looked like last week, a lot of the running game issues had been solved, but, this week it just, a lot of the issues came back. All 4 of your losses, you guys have had under 100 yards rushing. What do you guys have to do to kind of make that more consistent?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Number one, we got to commit to it and let the guys go get it up front. They've done a better job in the past couple weeks. We are down a few backs as well. So the consistency again that goes along with that, I think we've made tremendous progress up front, but we're nowhere where we need to be, and that's where we've got to continue to grow over this bye week.
You say, next man up, and I know I've heard use that term quite a bit, but when you're losing your top 2 running backs, how much does that hurt?
Yeah, I mean, those, Andrew Van Buren's done a really good job for us. He's been a situational back for us. And the not having George and Cyrus, is a big deal. Andrew again has done a tremendous job for us. But those guys are able to do more within the offense in the pass game and things like that. And so, we got to work to commit ourselves to the run game and stick to it and let the offensive line. A big part of the run game is not always just about how many yards you get, but it's about working on the defense and working to wear the defense out.
Where do you guys think you are in terms of that and just working the defense?
Yeah, we got that's what we got a bye week coming here, and we've got to continue to grow in that area.
All right,
We're
sounds good. Thanks a
definitely
lot, Andy.
We're not where we want to be.
Thanks a lot, Andy.
Thank you.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yep.